I think it will be huge opportunity.
What is your true purpose, and how will I commit as a leader to continue?
When you speak about the communication and how it's being received,
how do you relate to people? I mean, those respect, love, those are the crucial things before you build the solutions.
Today on One, your daily dose of local affairs and social media commentary.
Today on One, hashtag fish rod suspects to spend festive season in custody. Karatura hospital cleaners and kitchen staff disgruntled over unpaid overtime. And communications regulator appoints first female CEO.
The 7 accused in the fish rod case appeared before the Windhoek Magistrate Court this morning, where they were informed that they will have to spend a second festive season in custody as the matter was postponed to the 5th of February 2021. The accused are former Fisheries Minister Bernard Asau, his son-in-law Tamsin Hatukulipi, former Justice Minister Sakiu Shangala, former Investec Director James Hatukulipi, former CEO of Fishco Mike Nipunya, Ricardo Gustavo and Pius Moatelulu appeared before the court, where the magistrate postponed the case to the 5th of February 2021 to allow the Prosecutor General to decide on the charges that they will face and the court in which they will be tried. The State Prosecutor Ed Marondedzi confirmed before the court that the investigations are completed in both cases and that they will deliver the 6,000-page document to the Prosecutor General by the end of this week. Richard Metcalf, who represents Bernard Asau, said that this was another effort by the state to postpone the case while his client languished in custody. He went on to accuse the State Counsel Marondedzi of being an illegal foreign worker in the country, as his contract expired by the end of October already. Marondedzi did not take kindly to the remarks and described them as slanderous, while stating that he does not know where his counterpart got such information, but urged Metcalf to lodge a complaint with immigration officials, as he has no right or power to make such demands, as his passport can prove that he is here legally. The state initially wanted the Nangoma case involving all accused to be postponed to the 26th of March 2021, while a lawyer for Ricardo Gustavo preferred February 2021 and described the continued incarceration of his client as a form of pre-trial punishment since the investigations have already concluded. Metcalf, on the other hand, wanted January 2021 when the courts open. The other matter referred to as Fishco, where the National Fishing Corporation lost over $70 million, has been transferred to the High Court on the 22nd of April 2021.
Imagine opening your Nedbank account anywhere, anytime by simply taking a selfie. Introducing Identity Today, a platform which enables you to open your Nedbank account, scan the Nedbank QR code with your smartphone camera, and immediately follow the instructions on the link that will open up in your web browser. Follow the simple steps to complete the account opening online form. Have your identity card or passport ready. Take a selfie and send it to us, and your new Nedbank account will be opened and confirmed in 3 minutes or less. Visit www.nedbank.com.na to shift your account to Nedbank today. Nedbank. See money differently.
When you're saying things that degrade women, for me, number one, I am not there, because that is basically what I don't believe in. I don't stand for things that degrade women.
What do you think we can add? What can we put in the basket? First of all, let's put Blossom back in the basket.
Look at the person like, man, let's do a song.
Let's do something.
Just
let's
like
collaborate.
Let's collaborate.
The Africans were claiming us.
Yes, exactly. To the rest of the world, they belong to us. Namibia, Baba, Namibia.
I'll help you carry on.
creating music and putting some stuff out for the people who've been supporting me, that's definitely something that's next on my list.
Cleaners and kitchen staff at the Katutura Hospital are disgruntled over unpaid overtime. They have accused their supervisor of lack of innovation and willingness to sign their papers in order for their money to be released. The group say they have had enough as they claim that they have worked overtime for 2 months and have not been paid for their services. They further demanded for their supervisor to leave the office as according to them she is not doing her job.
Otaninga sika sinala kupsaine mbapelo sotale ka sine mbapela detu de hatumane ko simalwa setu ngaseke doctor damo no simalwa sa dometi tatu na pangi vamo no simalwa sa dometi tatu male mbapela do adise o hadisa imeko kujake li dakirina de tadia ko ke supervisor de fiota di ko kombero ayae adise na di de doctor ko ngoda kombero nya kulanga tadika sei no neta dipumara de tina dise ni na dipka medina lai.
Is daar wat ons gevraagd heeft voor Petra, laat zij vandaag komen en voor ons komt zij. Wanneer kun je ons overtime? Alles het volgende week of alles het wanneer. Ons hoort, let zij ons uit de overtime januari man krijgen. En hier coronatijd heeft ons gewerkt. Ons heeft gewerkt en ons wacht onze overtime. Zij moet komen en voor ons komt zij, wanneer kun je ons overtime? Is onze overtime wat ons gewerkt heeft. Al komt minister nou, hij zal komen zij, dat hij mensen overtime krijgt, want hij heeft gewerkt.
Paulina Shumba, shop steward at Katutura Hospital, representing the Workers' Union NAPU, said that the supervisor was nowhere to be found and will meet with the board of directors to find an amicable solution.
Dr. Shiweda, I spoke to her now, right now. Then she said that Petra, all these days she was not available. She was not nowhere to be found. Then she called, last week, she called Dr. Shiweda to ask for the date for economizing committee so that they can come and economize them, your papers. Then Dr. Shiweda said, no problem. There is no problem with me, with herself now, to come and resit again. But she was informed, this is last of last week. She was informed to contact the nurses, the members of economizing committee, for them to sit for your papers. She didn't come back to them. Then she called, this time she did not come to Dr. Shiweda again. She called the secretary. The secretary gave her the date of the 8th of December. The 8th, your paper was supposed to be economized. Time, afternoon, 3 o'clock. She did not show up. They don't even know that whether she's on or off. Even today, they don't know whether she's on or off. They don't know whether she's on duty or not on duty. It's to their surprise that you people are talking of Petra on duty. The management do not know. They don't know whether Petra is on duty today. So now the economizing will sit on the 17th. 17th of this month, the economizing committee has to sit. But now your papers now. We still have to wait for her, Dr. Shiweda. I put the matter in Dr. Shiweda's hands now. She knows now.
The cleaners further say that they are not respected since all employees such as doctors and nurses who worked overtime have already received their payment, but they have to fight for their hard-earned money which they have worked for.
Early this morning, woke up holding my hair. my heartbeat all night long. Shades of this motel keeping me in bed. Reading the news, just trying to stay strong. I need to just get up, take a deep breath, keep it together, 'cause it's a beautiful day. Sun on my face, feeling okay. Don't let it get away, it's a beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. Feel so proud, screaming out loud. It's a beautiful day.
The Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia has appointed its first ever female chief executive officer, Emilia Ngikembwa. This news also comes after Namibia was ranked 12th out of 153 countries worldwide in the World Economic Forum that have made improvements in closing the gender gap. According to Ngikembwa, the new CEO of CRAN, her vision is to ensure that Namibia is well prepared to take on the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution through formulating inclusive policy frameworks that will improve the accessibility and provision of telecommunication services for the socio-economic transformation of the country.
The biggest topic in the ICT industry at the moment is the fourth industrial revolution. And the fourth industrial revolution is really talking about connectivity, people connected to people, machines connected to machines, and people connected to machines. And our job is really going to be to formulate a framework that results in us taking services to the people, in ensuring that there is connectivity. And once we have that framework and we work together with our operators and our various stakeholders, then we would realize that we are well on our way to achieving some of the sentiments of the fourth industrial revolution, which is in ensuring that Namibia becomes a knowledge-based economy, and also ensuring that ICT becomes an enabler for social economic development. So that is really my vision.
The Internet Society Namibia chapter states that only 47% of Namibian women have access to the Internet, and there is no national policy that recognizes ICTs as a tool for fighting gender inequalities. The CEO of CRAN gave some words of encouragement to women aspiring to take on a career in the ICT sector.
We need to start from the bottom, and we need to work our way up, and we need to be clear about what is it that we want to become and how we're going to become, and the steps that we need to take in order to become that. We should not focus too much about the position. You know, I think the greatest aspect of my story is not really the position, because the position is an end result. I think the inspiration must come from the work that was done which led to the position, because once you commit yourself to working hard, once you commit yourself to doing excellent things, then positions would see you as attractive, but you shouldn't set yourself out to work towards a certain position. Rather, set yourself out to become great, to work hard, to make sacrifices for that excellence, to invest in yourself. And once you have done that, really, you will become attractive to whatever level you would have prepared yourself for.
Ngikembwa joined CRAN in 2011 as a legal advisor and was appointed as head of legal advice in April 2015, a position she occupied until her recent appointment as CRAN CEO. Ngikembwa takes over the reins from Jochen Traut, who served in the acting role after the position became vacant when the former CEO, Festus Bendeka, resigned earlier this year to take office as Namibia's Attorney General.
The Namibia Statistics Agency is busy with census mapping. a preface for the main population and housing census to be conducted in 2021. Census mapping aims to demarcate the entire Namibia into uniquely defined units of enumeration areas to provide an accurate national geographic frame to conduct census. To find out more, tune in to Conversations with the NSA this week Thursday, as from 1 p.m, broadcast on all social media pages of the NSA, as well as One Africa TV and 99FM social media pages. Play your part. Be counted.
In other leading stories, speaking at the commissioning ceremony of the Heads of Mission Designate of the Republic of Namibia, President Hage Geingob reminded the ambassadors that the national interest of Namibia and the well-being of its people should be at the forefront of all the activities, adding that whatever they will be doing as Namibia's ambassadors must translate into tangible benefits for the Namibian people and contribute to the country's developmental agenda and quest to build a united, peaceful and prosperous Namibian house in which no one should feel left out. President Geingob also reminded the ambassadors that he expects Namibia to gain more trading partners and that they must find niche markets for Namibian products, as well as to work towards improving Namibia's image and global competitiveness rankings. And the Faculty of Computing and Informatics, FCI, joined hands with the University of Fort Hare, South Africa, in developing a groundbreaking integrated mobile application that detects, monitors and communicates fault fires. The prototype uses satellite data obtained from the Advanced Fire Information System to detect and monitor fires in the study sites in Namibia and South Africa. This novel work is being pioneered by Dr. Edmore Chikohora, a senior informatics lecturer at FCI, and Professor Eamon Taruvinga, an academic from University of Fort Hare. The project is being piloted in Kavango East, Omaheke and Zambezi regions of Namibia. These sites were selected based on the documented high frequency of veld fires. To date, an inventory of the regions was created and geo-referenced to enhance region-based burning fire identification. The identified regions were then linked to mobile phones of 5 personnel from the City of Windhoek Fire Department for pilot testing.
Welcome to Comments Corner, your daily dose of local comments from the hottest social media pages. The Office of the Presidency has confirmed that Sam Nujoma, founding president, was discharged from hospital on the 11th of December 2020 after he successfully underwent treatment. The founding president was admitted to hospital on the 6th of December after he tested positive for COVID-19. Petrus said it seems the vaccine is no longer needed as people are recovering. Vasco wished the founding father good health. Long wants more evidence of the founding father leaving the health facility. Cusco wants the names of other patients that were also released as well. Charles said treatment is the only current option as the vaccine is still to arrive. Cyril said, "Thank you, Lord." And that is all from Comments Corner. Be sure to post your comments on our social media pages for broadcast every day only on TDN1.
Cynical place, and I must be a cynical man.
Spot on. Sherlock Holmes.
Joan Watson. I've been hired by your father to be your sober companion. I'm here to make the transition from your rehab experience to the routine of your everyday life as smooth as possible.
Look at this place. Yuck. Can't wait for you to tidy it.
You care to explain why you broke out of your rehab facility the same day you were being released?
Bored.
You were bored.
No, I am bored right now. Happens often. You'll get used to it. You're a doctor, you understand.
I'm not a doctor.
Were a doctor. Surgeon, judging by your hands.
You were a detective?
I worked as a consultant at Scotland Yard. I wasn't paid for my services and therefore I answered no one but myself. I've decided to resume my work as a consultant here, in New York. Consider every wretched hive of depravity and murder in this city my place of business.
Today, I'm joined by a panel of men. As per usual, we men get to talk about what we men really talk about. The program aims to make sure that what is left in the dark definitely comes to light.
I did see my father physically abusing my mother. So I didn't grow up with that I should beat a woman, because I hated what my dad did to my mom.
You know, whether this older woman does it with you, whether she, violates you, it's sort of seen that boosts your ego as a man.
Was that as a young man, I think at 17, 18, I started dating and realized that it's a very fascinating thing to have sex and so forth. So we had lots of what we called friends with benefits.
A look at the weather forecast. The Namibia interior is sunny and hot to very hot in the Karas region and the extreme west. Elsewhere, partly cloudy and hot to very hot, with a few to isolated thunder showers in the northeast and east. The coast, partly cloudy and cool to warm with fog patches in the morning, and the wind moderate to fresh northwesterly to southwesterly. Now we look at minimum and maximum temperatures across the country and beyond.
Win free airtime with One Africa TV. Share your comments on the channel. SMS your feedback, name and town to 555. One Africa TV. It just gets better.
I'm feeling so bad because of I have been arrested. We are trying to sell to provide our kids with food, but the police, they come to arrest us.
I was literally apprehended in Independence Avenue. I mean, there was no prior communications with the police or with Bonn or Benga Namibia. These guys literally just apprehended us on surprise.
And when you are talking in a manner that is exaggerated about brutality in this country, I should ask you in which country you live.
Yes, I can confirm that indeed there were 2 cell phones that were found after a search was conducted at the cells that the fish rot accused are staying.
Do you understand the amount of money that the government has spent on the fight against COVID-19? Could they have spent 300 million on tracing people and managing people? Is that even possible?
Ready, get the set, go. Team it up. Top to bottom. Why pay more than 80 for a kid's outfit? Take a selected cap, top and shorts and save a bundle. Get more in store this holiday. Life's better with Pep.
BBC World News, the biggest African and international